Hi, and welcome to Evaluating Algebraic Expressions. When we take a look, algebraic expressions are not any harder than regular expressions. There's just an extra step. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. The first thing that we have to do is substitute known values. Well, substitute is a big fancy way of just saying replace. If you think about it, when you get a substitute teacher, you get a teacher that replaces your teacher for a day or two or three, whatever it is, and then your teacher comes back. The same thing's true here. Known values just means they've told us what it is. So when I substitute known values, that means I'm replacing any letters, any variables that I see with the numbers it tells me to. Okay? And then step 2 is just evaluate using the order of operations. And by now you guys are really good at the order of operations. So all we're going to do is substitute stuff in, that extra step to start, and then you're just going to use the order of operations. It's not a problem at all. Alright, so let's take a look at this first problem. It says evaluate when m equals 20 and n equals 7. So in other words, if they're telling me this is my known value that m is the same as 20, in my problem where I see m, I'm going to put a 20. And since they're telling me that n equals 7, every time I see an n, I put a 7. Alright, so that is the same as 7 squared minus, and again, m is 20. Okay. Now I'm going to use the order of operations. Well, the order of operation tells me to do grouping symbols first. Do I have any grouping symbols? No. I've got exponents. 7 squared, of course, means 2 7s multiplied together. So 7 times 7 is 49. And it's just 49 minus 20. And 49 minus 20 is going to give me 29. That's it. Now, for the next problem, n and m might be something different, so it's just for the problems that it's telling you that you're going to substitute those two numbers. Alright, let's take a look at some more examples. Okay. Alright, so this time I've got an a, b, and a c, and it tells me to evaluate when a equals 5, b equals 4, and c equals 10. So let's take a look at this problem. Okay, remember that when things are right next to each other in math like that, that means to multiply. So AB means A times B. So if they told me that A was 5, it's 5 times B, which is 4, divided by C, which is 10. And now we just follow the order of operations. Remember, the fraction bar is a grouping symbol, and when I have that, that means I have to do the numerator and then the denominator, which I actually don't have any calculations in the denominator this time, but I'm going to evaluate the numerator, and then the last step is to divide. So I only have one operation, so I'm just going to go ahead and do 5 times 4, which is 20. And then that fraction bar, remember, means division. So 20 divided by 10 is just plain old 2. And I'm done. Okay? Not too scary. Now, you may be looking at this one going, hey, there's no C. They told me what to put for C, but I don't have a C. What do? I don't know. It's scary. No, right? Yeah. You just don't use it. You don't need it for this problem, so you just ignore the fact that C is 10 because it doesn't apply to this one. We're just going to deal with A and B. And so as you take a look, this is 9 times A. So 9 times A would be 9 times 5. I'm just going to substitute those numbers in. So 9 times 5 minus, and for B, it tells me that I'm going to put in 4. 9 times 5 is 45. Minus 4 comes out to 41. And I'm all done. That's it for that problem. It's an extra long one. Alright, let's take a look at this one. I've got BC, which remember means B times C. So I'm going to do multiplication. So this would be 4 times 10 minus, and 7A means 7 times A. So that's 7 times 5 in this case. Alright, and now I'm just going to follow the order of operations. I don't have any grouping symbols. I don't have any exponents, so I move on to multiplication division from left to right. So 4 times 10 is 40. And I'm going to bring down the 7 times 5. 7 times 5 is 35. And you're just going to finish by doing 40 minus 35, which comes out to 5. Alright, your turn. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to try these problems. Notice that A, B, and C equal different things this time, and that happens, so you're going to make sure that you always read directions because it doesn't equal the same thing it did last time. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you hit pause in a moment, and when you come back, we'll go through it. So make sure you pause the video, try these problems to make sure that you understand it, and we'll be back on in a minute. I'll wait. Alright, you all done? Ready to go? Alright, let's take a look at it. Okay, in this case, b equals 6. So b plus c, if c is 12, that's going to be 6 plus 12. Divided by a, and a is 2. So, again, fraction bar is a grouping symbol, so I'm going to complete the numerator. I actually don't have anything to do in the denominator, and then I'm going to divide. So 6 plus 12 is 18. And 18 divided by 2, that's a funky 2, isn't it? Equals 9. And I'm all done. Simple. All right, again, I don't have a C here. It's okay. You don't have to use C, even though they tell you what C is, because there's no C in this problem. We're only dealing with B's and A's. So 3B means 3 times B, and 3 times B. In this case, the B is 6, so it's 3 times 6, plus, and then 2 times A. So 2 times 2. 3 times 6, 18, plus 2 times 2 is 4, gives me a final answer of 22. All right, last problem. B to the A divided by C. That makes it look really complicated, but again, all I'm going to do is substitute the numbers in. So B is 6. A is 2, so that's just 6 squared. You guys can do that. Divided by C, which is 12. Just a regular old order of operations problem. You can handle that. All right, 6 squared, remember, means 2 6's multiplied together. So 6 squared would be 6 times 6, which is 36. And 36 divided by 12 is just plain old 3. Should be your final answer. All right, remember, you can always watch the video again if you got stuck. Good luck, and I'll talk to you next time.